Hi folks, so we are coming towards the end of round 2 of the World Cup and we're still watching Slovenia against Spain. It's now 3-2 in our favor. So this is the situation. It's not missing one player to get exactly 8 so that you can follow it by columns. But yeah, the first three, these three are wins for us in round 2 and we have one loss here and one loss here. With 3 games still to be played. Next one is Saraa's game, Star Crossing against Tyrell Reigns, and it's they are starting, so you can join it. Not quite, but okay. There we go. Yeah, so it's Reigns deck that has 2 copies of Late Summer Feast, which means Winter Festivals cannot trigger, but you also do block Reigns on the other side. You can't flip out of Late Summer Fist, otherwise it costs you 2 power. So there's that. And Tyrell has Mad King's Command as the reset, and Wildfire is there available, which is okay against the Stark Swarm. Especially on the Intrigue challenge, if you also have Pinch or Awkward Military Claim to follow, it could do some damage. And the power gain is, yeah, it's a bit all over the place, honestly. I mean, there's the non-unique knights that gain power if they attack alone for ladies. There's Knight of Flowers, the shadow one. He can go pretty fast. Green Apple Knights are there, but there's no tourney plot or anything like that. So it's a combination of cards that not very concentrated on one team, but it is still it looked pretty good in testing, honestly. Played better than the quick look at the deck list suggested it would. And yeah, Marjorie pulling stuff into challenges against Crossing actually is also a bit awkward. Kind of the perfect setup here for Nacho. He has the Econ card and he has card in Shadow, so it's not wasted anything. Card in Shadows will have to come out though against Jason unless he gets rid of him with Marjorie, which he could. He will go first in the opening round against Winter Festival, I think. Yeah. So we're not getting power for Winter Festivals, but we do have initiative. And at the moment, no real threat of flipping into something else. You can flip into Filthy Accusations if that saves you more power than the Winter Festival would. If you can block the round completely and then just eat 2 power at the end, I don't know. Maybe this will be more relevant once the 2 opening plots are over, which I expect them to just be Winter Festival against Late Summer Fist twice in a row. Would be good from our side to get some armories. Also, let's not get Old Town. Old Town's good here for Tyrell. Okay, dupes don't particularly matter, but it's the fact that this duo, the big power gain and the annoying control element, are both in play from the start. Now, Old Town, that card in Shadows, given that 5 gold he left with 6 cards still in hand, suggests that it's most likely Queen of Thorns actually. Then has nothing for her ability, but she will stand one time Knight of Flowers and yeah. if they all attack. Okay, we're gonna leave Stavana post. We don't have an intrigue icon, and we have one goal to spare and reducer still standing, so that's not good. But at least we get to draw from late summer feast. Maybe we draw some icons now. It's gonna be a waste of a round. Usually though it's like a 5-0 for star crossing at the beginning, and now we are not getting that. And one intrigue icon would have been dealt with by Marjorie if you don't have the armory anyway, but it's not Queen of Thorns, it's this. Threatens Reigns, threatens Pinch. And gets rid of our stealth. Okay. Which means we will achieve absolutely nothing now. Couldn't have started worse, I think. And it's 3-0, 0 power. Even sack the gate to be 4 over reserve. Looks like we have an absolutely trash hand. So we see some of those useless cards be discarded now, I guess. And we had to spend Econ and lost one reducer, and we lost Jason, who was the biggest investment, so all of that would have to play it out again. We have another hard regrow. One was discarded at random, so Superior 2 we discard for reserve, and Superior Claim and Aria. Ugh. Right. And it's not like Tyrell has overextended into some kind of Harris window. Marjorie and Knight of Flowers are pretty good there together. Pinch is now in rotation, so this plan that we go second is a bit rough, honestly. At least those hard regrows that we drew, all of them were Northern Armories. That would be so much better. And now we could have had Winter Festival to compelled, but we go the Palace of Sorrows. Hopefully that helps us a little bit in the challenges phase. Okay, 1 for Pinch, 3 gold left. Let's not have now green apple knight on top of everything. And I think there's 2 pinches in the deck. But can't do rains if we have an icon. Do we have one now, or are we still completely dead? Another recon card. Okay. So something's coming out. How about an Amber Loyalist? Shiber. Ah, there is an icon. Doesn't come with the extra Shiber. And yeah, Mira. Not throw shadows to blank. Still have enough for a Jason if you use the reducer. But we do have to now defend the win by 5 on both challenges, right? And also Knight of Flowers will just try to grab a bit of power, I feel. Okay, this one we can't really stop. I think we have to let the reducer just go now. Still have the King's Road there. We'll go quickly for Tyrell if we leave stuff on a post. Yeah, this is the one that's not a threat. That's the thing. Now does Marjorie pull Arya into a challenge again? Mira, okay. I think we have to leave Sansa there, which means we will lose the challenge. Okay, we want to keep our cards. Maybe there's a superior claim that now we might be able to trigger with a bit of luck. That was a good card. I wonder if we just drew it. I bet we did, because that with Shiber still there would have been played, I think. Okay, so Knight of Flowers is still gonna stand and doesn't want to concede any more here. We go Intrigue first, right? do we go Jason first somehow? Intrigue first, okay. Can he bring both cards out of shadows? Otherwise Jason will get him. Card draw. Not the worst hit. Don't see this guy often these days. Okay, I think depends if you have superior claim or not. If not, then I think Barrel and Scout will do the military, and card can come out in Knight of Flowers, and Hedge Knight could defend potentially. But that lets us do power. Can we leave one guy standing? We're trying to, but if that's some magical Queen's Retinue. Unexpected Guile, okay, but he's stealthed, so... We'll win dominance though. Yeah, two chip triggers, pretty good for him. Jason does get renown. He's a bit exposed to that pinch though, so I don't know how we defend against that for the rest of the game. But yeah, it is 6-6 now, so if they didn't have such a horrendous opening round, I think we go Winter Festival now, just to put Mira in shadows, right? She comes out in blanks Knight of Flowers or Marjorie, depending on the situation. I think that will be needed here, really. We know it's gonna be into the other late summer feast, but not much you can do. Could go Time for Wolves, that also clears Mira away, but I'm not sure if there's something we can do with summer. It's just reducers there and can't grab September 9. Greywind could cancel Marjorie, of course. So that is also an option. Could do Harris if we think there's nothing in hand, but I wouldn't risk that. Okay, it goes lone, so now we will trigger Winter Festival. There's something big in hand. I mean, there's pinch threat. We might not be able to defend against that, but I suspect we go second. Because the Tyrell also has that power grab if they go second, and Knight of Flowers is allowed to do his thing. It depends if we plan to blank him or not. If you blank him, Unexpected Guile also falls off, by the way. And I feel like Tyrell needs Old Town here. Palace was a good round for us. Don't have another one of those, unfortunately. Running low on cards. Ooh, searches for characters, doesn't get it. That is my claim, the claim raise. Another rarely seen card from the early cycles. There is a bit more in the later game, this revealing stuff from hand and getting benefits from that, so hasn't really brought this back into the game, but I wouldn't completely give up on it. I mean, if there's some rotation in the game at some point, that will just go out and never see play. But if there's not and the card pool keeps expanding, I think the reveal stuff might eventually see this one genuinely played at some point, but I don't know. Okay, so one big card in Shadows could be just Queen of Thorns there, which also is stealth on Intrigue and kind of a guaranteed reigns, and could go into Wildfire, could go into Pinch, so can do a lot of damage. What do we have? Do we go wide and eat the Wildfire is the question. If we had Septa Mordain, we'd have Arya immune to that. That would be really good for us. Okay. If we can manipulate the stealth, if for instance Queen of Thorns is the shadow card, we blank the stealth and we somehow deal with Marjorie as well, pulling Caitlyn potentially into the power challenge, then we could block stuff on the Intrigue. We leave 4 gold. Had to spend the King's Row to keep Mira gold, which is really awkward. And we spend all the eco now throughout all the hard 3 grows and 2 gates and 1 King's Road and 1 passing. So that's really unfortunate. We still have She-Bear in hand. So after a reset, She-Bear can come in with another character if there is one. And okay, wants to get rid of our Caitlyn immediately, which means do we just put another character in? Oof, we can't really, because it increases Marjorie's strength, right? This is just a losing challenge at the moment, and if we have to do a Sansa or an Arya into the challenge to win on defense. I think we have to eat this and blank Queen of Thorns when she comes out, so that she doesn't have stealth, and then we defend with Mira and Sansa. That's the anti-Reigns, anti-Pinch plan, but we could have other ideas. We could just allow all of that to happen, save Mira for after Wildfire, blank maybe Knight of Flowers at some point so that he loses his plus strength and renown, and still concentrate on trying to do crossing. Costs us power, which is the most important challenge here, of course. If we're gonna leave Mira in Shadows, we could defend with Sansa, make sure we win power on defense. Okay, letting this happen. And Knight of Flowers has basically missed out on 1 challenge type now, so can only go into military. Okay, no gold now for Queen of Thorns. It's High Guard and Honor Guard. Okay, so just wants to do reigns basically. Filthy accusations, pinch. We can defend still, I think. If Mira comes out and blanks Sansa, we can master 5 on defense. But then we're not doing crossing back. Honestly, I think we just leave it. Get our guy pinched and do 3 challenges back, right? Alternatively, we could defend and then just do military in power. We still have stealth. Okay, defend this and we introduce an intrigue icon later, and we're gonna eat the pinch in the meantime. And maybe a wildfire. If it's wildfire, then we're gonna kill Jason. Could be filthy accusations instead. It is wildfire, but that reduces also Tyrell's board now. And does he keep Hedge Knight? Hedge Knight, Knight of Flowers and Marjorie. Think we keep Arya, Bear Island Scout and Caitlyn. Could keep the 3 standing ones. They're not very strong characters though, and it's a bit of a disaster for the following rounds. Arya, Caitlyn and Bear Island Scout, as I said, yes. And now Knight of Flowers gets blanked, I feel. That was probably our best card in hand to recover. Although we have Jason now in hand, right? No, Jason we didn't choose, okay, sorry. So She-Bear is the card we know in hand. There's a second summer for Time for Wolves, right? I think, and can put that into play and clear Mira away into shadows again, so. I think Mira comes out now to blank his renown. You have to kill the Arya dupe. Then we can do all 3 challenges. So Nacho goes up to 8, but we are gonna do some damage actually now. If he has superior claim, we have to actually... no, we cannot trigger superior claim whatever we do, realistically, so... That means we start power, then we go... Oh, okay. Why not do military last with 3 strength? Power is unopposed on the first one, just winning by 1, and then intrigue. Maybe we didn't want to risk it. That being gone, honestly, is not the worst thing ever. Ten, but I think we would have got either an unopposed or dominance if we sequenced the challenges differently here. And grabs that rather useless card now. Doesn't even have the cards in hand to trigger it. Now he might go Mad King's Command because his 3-on-3 is quite good, but I think we'll go Time for Wolves. And I think Late Summer Feast or Close Call on the other side is alternative to Mad King's Command. Goes Late Summer Feast, so whatever's in hand can be played. And we get to go second again. Assume there won't be enough damage done with blank Knight of Flowers, so we threaten our thingy. The comeback. We don't go Summer, we go Gravewind. We don't like that Marjorie and the stealth prospect. I think that's going on Caitlyn. Yeah. But we don't have gold for gold just for Mira now. Nothing else unless we have a King's Road. King's Road into She-Bear into something. With 3 characters, I don't think we can do much damage in the challenges phase against the 10 gold, can we? Okay. And nothing else. 1 card is there, is my claim, and could be ambush still available. Okay, we get our icon back. How about a lady? So that we can keep her stealth. Late Summer Fist will probably try to flip out of with the Rain's Trigger, I mean, to go into Filthy Accusations now, because we are drawing cards from it. I mean, we can go She-Bear into a character if we have it, if we don't trigger Mira, but she might be quite important, honestly. Although Knight of Flowers isn't standing, and Marjorie at the moment... Okay. It's a plan. Out of interplots now, so I think keeping Mira in shadows if Nacho plays Mad King's Command is the play, so... Marjorie attack, I feel like she might get cancelled. I think we might just or if she, depends what she pulls into the challenge, but I feel like Caitlyn might be there to just go into the intrigue on defense, make sure Reigns doesn't happen, and then the others will leave because it's not getting Nacho to 15, and if he spends the characters, have stealth on the comeback, and we threaten to get a lot of power. Marjorie does tend to win though, and we lose one of our cards if we're holding on to a superior claim, but it is Late Summer Fist, so it's a tough call. Glad we are in the game though, after the really awkward start. Do we leave it and kill the Arya dupe to make sure we still have 5 characters? Arya might be just doing power anyway. Or are we killing She-Bear? Could potentially also kill Bear Island Scout because it's an awkward attacker on the first challenge with 0 strength. Depends if we are thinking about the harassing next round. Okay, we're gonna take the Arya dupe. Eat Knight of Flowers. Ooh, he gets Intimidate. That's actually really awkward. He can intimidate Caitlyn. And now we get the Rain's trigger into Filthy Accusations, right? Yeah, couldn't be stopped this, so. Spending the characters though. We'll do nothing this round, but I think we can stop him getting to 15 at least. We cancel this. But if he intimidates the intrigue icon, then we... Yeah, intimidate, I mean. Filthy Accusations, then we're still not doing crossing. Yeah. Oh, there was a lady. Maybe just run now. Okay. Power challenge left. I assume Hedge Knight will do it, and we defend with Bear Island Scout. Down to 9, but we do 2 unopposed here. Right call not to defend stuff, because with Intimidator we would lose all the characters here, I think. So at least now we get something. We keep Nacho on 13. Defends this, and last card is There Is My Claim, so he will actually get to 14 with Oltan. Yeah, that's a loss then. That's too bad. He did have the cards, so hoping he didn't. And yeah, no Northern Armories. That would have solved a lot of our problems. Still suffering from... Ooh, we can have him draw actually, so that he doesn't know the top card. Or discard, I mean, either way it gets discarded by Joj, and now it is blind. Hits anyway. Well, it was that dreadful opening round that cost us really. We equalized, but that 5 behind start made a difference in the end, unfortunately. So, yeah, that means it's 3-3 with 2 games to go. Deciding, yes, I think one's tomorrow night, not sure when the other one is, but anything can still happen in this match. So, hope you enjoy this one. Thank you for watching. See you next time.